Okay, so IAP with the bird dog. The bird dog is like a super common exercise. Almost everybody knows what it is, even if they don't know the name of it. They've probably done it at some point, but they've probably done it the wrong way. Or not the wrong way, but just not efficiently. You're not the whole point of the bird dog is to not let any movement occur other than the limb that's moving. And that's it. So the whole core and the entire trunk should be your stable base. And when things are just like turning back and forth, then you're not really getting anything out of it. You're just moving your limbs and that's it. So today you're gonna try to get IAP on and maintain it throughout the entire exercise. And it is a lot more challenging that way. If you were in a clinic, then we would maybe even put a bar on your back, not a bar, like a stick on your back. And you can't let the stick fall off. So that gives you an idea of like what the goal of the exercise is. A lot of times I put my hands on people's pelvis and I don't let it move. And then all of a sudden they can't lift their arm or leg anymore because they're so reliant on just like moving their whole body all together. So it's like a little bit of dissociation, it's a little bit of core stability. It's a great exercise when done the right way. Okay, so start in your quadruped position with your hands right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. Flatten out the back, get the core engaged. And then, by the way, check out my elbows. So if your elbows do that, if you have hypermobility in your body and you tend to hang on your ligaments, which a lot of people do, and your normal thing is to just kind of like let the elbows lock out like this or like this. It's usually like that, and that looks disgusting, right? And you don't know what it looks like until you see someone else do it, and then it's like, ooh, oh my goodness. Don't let that happen. Stay in a neutral elbow position so that you can accept all the weight through your muscles instead of your joints. Okay. So we're all set up. Big inhale, exhale. My core is engaged, and I'm going to lift right arm, left leg. And everyone's always like, how long do I hold it? And I say, I don't care. What I care about is when you come down, what happens to your back? Did it just do this? Because I don't want to see any movement at all. The biggest thing with this exercise is the transitional movement. When you go from here to here and back down. And one side is most likely going to be more challenging. It's probably going to be the opposite side that you have pain from, where you're trying to stabilize. It's probably going to be a little bit more difficult. And the minute you feel any pain back there, number one, get your IAP back on and thinking about it. Number two, stop. If you can't fix it by being really stable, then you're not ready for that exercise, and there's never any point in doing any exercise where there's pain. So I hope that's like a really quick and dirty explanation of a bird dog and how to do it the right way and how to not rush through it. And by the way, here's what I usually see when people first get into it. We'll do something like this. And you can see, I'll go from a different angle. I'm not doing anything to control anything. All I'm doing is just moving my limbs, and you can see that my pelvis is all over the place. I'm like shifting side to side. So from this view, this is what it should look like. And it's right here when I'm putting all my weight down, where I don't want to see any movement or collapsing from side to side. My pelvis, my back should stay straight the whole time. I also don't care about how far you can get your limbs, how high you get them up. That's also not the point. It's all about those transitional moments of keeping everything as maintained and stable as you can. And all that means is your core is engaged and it is keeping you from falling over. The end.